Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best e-reader.
Starting at number 5.
Kobo Elipsa 2e. I've long been a Kindle devotee, but Kobo's Elipsa 2e persuaded me to branch out for two major reasons. First, Kobos are better for reading library books and news articles. Like Amazon's Kindles, Kobos also have the Open Dyslexic font pre-installed. Second, taking notes inside an ebook on the stylus-friendly Elipsa is as simple as writing directly on the page, either over text or alongside it. It's both easier to start taking notes and easier to see the notes than with the Scribe's Note solution, which requires the extra step of selecting the text, or highlighted text, each time. If you want to write outside of an ebook and in a dedicated notebook, there's a tab for that on the Elipsa's home screen, and you can pick from several templates to format the pages of your notebook. The included stylus has an eraser on the top edge, so if you make a mistake you can just flip your stylus around like a pencil. You have to upgrade to the premium version of the stylus to do this on the Kindle Scribe. The Elipsa 2e's back is made of a textured plastic that's easier to hang onto than the Scribe's slick metal back. It also has rubber feet that are larger than the Scribe's, but because they're the same color as the back of the device, they're not as obtrusive, and they do a good job of keeping the Elipsa in place.
Coming at number 4.
Amazon Kindle Scribe. I like my e-readers to be as portable as possible, but Amazon's large-screened Kindle Scribe convinced me large-screened e-readers can work as someone's only reader. Its 10.2-inch screen can display a much larger amount of text per page than any other Kindle, and it supports the exact same font sizes as the smaller models. You can create custom digital notebooks for jotting things down with the included stylus in a meeting or class, or just brainstorm ideas when you need some inspiration. There are several page templates, including grid, college ruled, and unlined. There's plenty of room to write lots of notes, and the stylus is a delight to use. You can select pencil or fountain pen modes, and use it to highlight text within an ebook. There's a dedicated tab at the bottom of the Scribe's navigation bar to access all your notebooks, so they're always a tap away. While the Paperwhite and regular Kindle both have plastic backs, with different finishes, the Scribe has a metal back. It's a bit harder to hold for extended periods, especially given its larger size and heavier weight, but it makes the device feel a bit more premium. Each back corner has a little rubber foot to prevent the e-reader from sliding around when you're writing away on it. The metal back is more slippery than the plastic on the Paperwhite or standard Kindle, though, so the Scribe is harder to prop up against a wall or another surface.
At number 3.
Kindle Paperwhite Kids. Amazon also makes a kid-friendly version of the Paperwhite. Its specs are identical, but it comes with a case and without ads, and parental controls are enabled. You can get your kid a regular Kindle Paperwhite and still enable parental controls, but this comes with everything already set up, and you don't have to go through any hoops to remove lock screen ads. It comes with a free year of Amazon's Kids Plus service, which comes with both entertaining and educational content made for kids. Just like the Paperwhite, it's waterproof, so it'll be safe even in the hands of the messiest kid. In the unfortunate event that your child does try to test this Kindle's limits, it comes with 2 years of worry-free protection, but accidental damage isn't covered. You could buy this version of the Paperwhite for yourself if you want to save $35 on the cost of a case. The 16 GB Paperwhite without ads costs the same as the kids version, but you'll have to be okay with rocking one of the 3 kid-oriented cases. The most adult-friendly of the bunch is Emerald Forest, featuring woodland creatures and pine trees. There's also Robot Dreams, which paints a refreshingly optimistic picture of the future, and Warrior Cats, based on the YA series. You'll also have to remove the parental controls if you plan on using it for yourself, which is easy enough.
Number 2 of my list.
Amazon Kindle. As much as I love the Paperwhite, it's not the Kindle I travel with. That would be the standard Kindle, which is mostly just a smaller version of the Paperwhite, minus a few embellishments. Its display isn't flush with the bezel, so it looks less sleek, but functionally I haven't noticed any difference. The screen also isn't color adjustable, and it's not waterproof, unlike with the Paperwhite. The text is just as easy to read as on the Paperwhite's larger screen. Its battery life is a bit shorter, maxing out at 6 weeks if you're just using it to read, but that's still plenty of time between charges. Since you can't adjust the tone of the screen, it's a little less pleasant to read in darker settings, but again, it's perfectly fine, and you can still adjust the brightness as needed. None of its shortcomings detracts from the fact that it's a great e-reader. And for those with smaller hands, or who like to read for extended periods of time, the smaller size and lighter weight may be worth the trade-offs.
And number 1.
Amazon Kindle Paperwhite. Amazon's Kindle Paperwhite has been the paragon of e-readers for nearly a decade, thanks to its portable but easy-to-read screen and weeks-long battery life. The latest iteration, which I've been using since its debut in 2021, is no different. It features a slightly larger 6.8-inch screen than its predecessors and can consequently show more text, but that also makes the device slightly larger. It's also waterproof, so you can bring it in the tub or read a book by the pool worry-free. The plastic backing of the Paperwhite has a grippy matte finish that's comfortable to hold even for long periods of time. This Kindle's display sits flush with the face, giving it a streamlined look that e-readers with recessed displays lack. It has an array of lights that get bright enough to make the text visible even on a sunny day, but can get dim enough to read in bed without bothering anyone else. You can also change the warmth of the screen's display to give it an orangish hue that's softer on the eyes. No matter what brightness or warmth you set the display to, the text is consistently easy to read, and you can adjust the font size as needed. As with Amazon's other Kindles, it also comes with the Open Dyslexic font pre-installed that some people with dyslexia may find helpful. In my 2 years of using the latest Paperwhite, I've been able to go months without charging my Kindle, even with heavy use. That's been the experience of other strategist writers and editors, many of whom spoke enthusiastically about their Paperwhites. Whether you're using this as your at-home reader or your travel companion, it's comforting to know that you don't have another device to worry about charging at your nightstand every night.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.